Let's have a look.
Okay, come stand next to me because I'm going to keep my mouth open. You can hear me. I'm whispering, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so the plan. Pretty simple, really. You
Oh,
know
you can move your
these...
mouse like that? Wait, what
You
the
know this-
fuck is that? That's cool.
Okay, so you know this building has 2 raised parts on it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the plan is after we secured MRPD, make sure it's safe, Air 1 and Air 2 lift, and they drop 2 officers on each of these raised bits.
Okay.
That then gives Air 1 a safe radius of 100 meters around this building they can be, and if they go further into this area, as soon as they see the enemy Frogger, they can retreat and land on the lower part of the building while these guys shoot their fucking helicopter.
Okay.
So all around, it's all designed around making a
Do you mind
safe
if I
space for
like
Air
give
1 to
random
operate.
inputs as you go along?
Yeah, go for it.
Because
Yeah, go
it'll be
for it.
easier
Yeah.
that way. Okay, the building adjacent to that, the almost, yeah, exactly. The only problem is that they could fly and wrap around and essentially approach that building at a lower altitude from the South Rockford Drive side, so Little Seoul side, and they can then hop up on that building with the the low flying bird that they might have, and then they'll, now you have like a standoff between both buildings.
So there is cover on this building here, a little bit of cover.
Okay.
Same cover they have. And if it comes to it, it comes to it. But I think creating a safe space for Air 1 is so important.
Yeah, but I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because I think pulling
but
away
it's just we need to be
resources is
aware of it.
actually good, right?
We need to be aware of it, right?
Yeah,
so it just is what it is.
Exactly.
It's the thing as well, right? If they commit 2 units, 1 person to there, it's 1 person that isn't here. So anyway, so that's the plan for Air 1. So then that's where we know where Air 1's going to operate in that area. Following that, units will be split into 6 separate teams.
6
North
teams,
Team
okay.
6 teams. We're gonna come in, or ideally 6, but we'll see how we go. Units are gonna come in here, and we're gonna use this Overwatch, set up a safe position here. If possible, we're then gonna put a couple of cops, 1 up here, 1 up here, hopefully maybe 1 up here, maybe 1 up here. If we can, even 1 up here.
Just so you know,
okay?
the dots, so the 2 furthest right blue dots, those are all roofs you cannot climb. You need Air 1 to hot drop there.
That's okay. This roof, can you climb this roof?
No, you cannot climb any of those rooftops. I already checked.
Yeah, not this roof either, right? You can't. Yeah.
Yeah. So the rooftop above your little.
This one you can.
Yeah, that one is like you can climb that. Yep, you go on
the
on the wall.
You can climb that.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I know that. That's fine.
Okay, here's a. Okay, so is your goal? It seems to be that you want to control like the residential side and avoid like the clusterfuck that's like past the tattoo shop, correct? Exactly.
Fuck this. I don't want any of that if I can avoid it, right?
Do you want to give me like my vision I have to really like put a clamp on this side that you're trying to secure?
Let me go with my plan, and then we'll come back to yours real quick, okay? So the plan is units get here, and then 4 teams, each individually led by a TRT op or someone competent like yourself, start pushing in this way.
Okay.
3 and 4. Right? I'm hoping, and they're going to get kind of a bit of freedom. They get told the direction. The direction is win the firefight, push in and get into them and put them down. That's their operation. But I'm not going to be like, you take this rooftop. You sit here for 11 minutes and get flanked. I don't want to do that. I want units to be fluid and have the ability to push and show their own expression of tactical ability, right? And essentially, once we've cleared all the way through here, at ground level and rooftop level, because I expect they're going to be on these rooftops, as well as they are definitely going to be on this rooftop and this rooftop, this big white, then we essentially are just going to surround this building so they can't get down, kill all the other ones, and then Zerg rush this building and then raid the property and leave. That's my plan in a nutshell. What would you do instead?
Do you see where the bold Vespucci is written out in the intersection right there?
Yeah, that is a central intersection with a fence.
You see that building that's like beneath it? Okay, the only way up, there's a ladder below the U. And it's gonna be on the side of where it says Palomino Avenue. So that building is very, very easily obtainable as long as you have your Air 1 rooftop secured. Because when you have that roof, you pretty much like control.
We stop any of their flanky bullshit, don't we?
Yeah, exactly.
Any
you
flanky
want
bullshit.
1 or 2 guys up there with ARs so they can disable and vehicles or go for tires to prevent people flanking your initial burst of people you're sending down from the dock side. Because the moment that they start pushing into those alleyways where the arrows were drawn earlier, that's going to be the angle they're going to try and flank from, because there's a lot of cover from your Air 1 rooftop. Sure, the Air 1 rooftop might be able to witness it, but they're not going to be able to stop them from pushing and getting behind your units. So you need some guys on that Vespucci little, I know, rooftop thingy.
So that's a good idea. My plan was, so that's 4 teams, right?
Yeah.
4 teams, let's say that's 4 each, that's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, plus Air 1, 24 cops, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're gonna have 40, by the way. I genuinely think we're gonna have 40
Okay.
cops.
Damn, that's insane. Okay, well, here's my thought I had prior to this when I even heard about this place being a raid. Have you considered using the water at all?
I have done. So I was gonna put my 5th team, I was gonna initially put them here so that they can overwatch with cameras and binoculars and give us intel on what's going on from this angle without Air 1 exposing itself to the Frogger.
Yeah.
Right? I'm gonna talk a bit more about that Frogger in a second. And essentially, then the plan is that the 5th team provide that, and then they can also push through the water if it feels like they need to. Or let's say the Besties put a flank on, and they are like pinned on this rooftop. Team 5 flanks them.
Okay.
They're a reaction force. Now, going back to Team 6. Team 6, the point of Team 6 is they are there to deal with the Frogger. Essentially, when the Frogger shows, the Besties Frogger, all units will kind of come to a stop. Not really, they'll continue fighting, but we're going to start timing and tracking the Frogger. Team 6 is going to be hidden inside Mission Row or somewhere else, somewhere they're able to move easily, waiting for the Frogger to refuel. The second the Frogger goes to refuel, we're going to go and slaughter it.
Do you know where they'll likely refuel at?
Sandy's and Kudo Hospital are the 3 I can think of. I need the bathroom. I'll be right back.